All right. Hello, everyone. Emmy here. The 6.2 full patch notes just dropped. So here we're going to go over the PvP changes. We're only going to go over the PvP changes. There's a bunch of stuff that's happened in 6.2, bunch of changes in PvE, bunch of new releases of all kinds of stuff. But we're going to focus just on the PvP portion. Um, this is my first time seeing the notes, so I figured I would record my initial reactions and place them out there for you guys. Um, I hope that 6.2 will change things up a lot, but judging by the PvE actions that I saw being changed, maybe they're going for a more low-key type of shift. But in any case, let's go ahead and see what they've done to jobs to change them in the next season. Season 3. Let's do it. So, first PvP change here that we see is Warrior. So, their blood wedding got changed. A portion of the damage absorbed as HP has been increased from 75% to 100%. Okay, so they got back the healing on Bloodwetting. I'm pretty sure that this ability was actually nerfed in the last season to 75%, and now they're bumping it back up to 100%. I mean, it's an okay change. It gives warriors a bit more survivability. I find leeching effects to be very hit or miss because there's a lot of times where you're in combat and you're not really thinking about how much you're going to be healing. You're thinking about how much damage you're taking, and it's not consistent. But I'm sure this will help out warriors in some way. Doesn't really change their whole playstyle a lot. They're still going to be doing unga bunga things and try to stun the entire enemy team and yank people. So I don't think this is going to change much. Overall, good change for Warrior, though. Gunbreaker. There's one change for Gunbreaker. Draw Injunction. Recast time has been reduced from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. Not exactly what I wanted to see for Gunbreaker. This basically doesn't do anything. So Gunbreaker hasn't changed at all. Now, I saw Draw Injunction. I was hoping that it would be Draw Injunction now able to cast on teammates. I think that's the most requested Gunbreaker change I've heard so far from people who play Gunbreaker, which would have been cool, but Gunbreaker hasn't changed, so it's a damn shame too. I feel like Gunbreaker is the one that needs the most changes, and this doesn't really do anything. Oh well, maybe next time, Gunbreakers. Monk. Meteor Dive. Time required to fill the limit gauge has been increased. Yes! I mean, sorry for the monk mains out there, but Meteor Dive is my worst enemy. So it seems like they thought that Meteor Dive was coming up too often. So now monks are going to have to really be careful about who they're going to Meteor Dive and when. At least a little bit more careful. So that's basically all this change does. Their consistent damage doesn't seem to be changing at all, which I think needs a buff, but this isn't... I mean, I don't think it's really going to change too much. Monks are still going to be Meteor Diving the squishiest target on the enemy team for the most part. So the squishiest opponent on a monk's... that's the enemy of the monk. They're going to die a little less often. So that's pretty much it. Dragoon. Chaotic Spring. A portion of the damage absorbed HP has been increased by 100% to 150%. Huh. That's a change I didn't expect. So they're giving Dragoons a little more survivability. Oh, and they're changing Horrid Roar's cooldown from 30 to 25 seconds. You know, in my video, I was talking about how, or my tier list video, I was talking about how Dragoons just need a little bit more defensively in order to really get pushed up towards that S tier ranking. I'm not sure if this is it, if this will actually do that, but this will help a lot with the Dragoon's survivability. I didn't really think they needed it that much, but this is a really nice change for Dragoons. Oh boy, Samurai! Hisatsu Chiten. Recast time has been reduced from 30 to 25 seconds. That's it! Oh no! Okay, well, you can use your defensive wall 5 seconds sooner. It's not really going to change much. Maybe they did this for Zantensuken. So you're able to get your Zantensuken off more consistently? Because this ability does affect Zantensuken a bit. So maybe that? I still feel like Samurais are pretty weak right now, but every little change helps, I guess. Every little buff helps. Ninja. Saiton Tenchu. The effect of Unsealed Saiton Tenchu is now reduced by 1 second each time it is applied to a target with a minimum duration of 4 seconds. Saiton Tenchu? Oh man. I can't exactly remember which one that is. Saiton Tenchu. The effect duration of Unsealed Saiton Tenchu is now reduced by 1 second each time it is applied to a target with a minimum of duration of 4 seconds. So this is a way of trying to get your unsealed abilities available faster. Maybe ninja mains out there could tell me exactly what this means, but I have a feeling this isn't going to do, like, if it's affecting their ninjutsu and how often they can do ninjutsus, specifically the ones that are sealed from using it more often, then I can see that being a buff. Sometimes you want to get to your, like, your ice shuriken faster. Sometimes you want to get to your Huton faster, so I can see that being a buff. I don't think it's gonna change much, but it's alright. Machinists. Chainsaw. Additional damage dealt when under the effective analysis has been reduced from 100% of target's HP to 95% of target's HP. What? Why? Why is this a change? Huh? What? So their 3% instant kill chainsaw has been reduced from 100% HP to 9. So they don't want it to instant kill. They just want to hurt the opponent really, really bad. To the point where it's almost lethal. What an odd change. Okay. I guess now instead of insta-giving your target, you now almost insta-give your target. You basically cut off everything but their head. At 3%. I personally would have liked them to have changed this chainsaw analysis ability completely for it to do something different. But looks like they really want to maintain that it has a chance of almost killing you. So again, not going to change much. you don't really rely on the 3%er that much. Summoner. Let's go. Here we go. Juicy Summoner changes. Slipstream. Now grants increased movement speed to party members standing in the slipstream. Whoa! See that? Like now, that's a unique change. Okay, that's a change that no one expected. That's actually pretty cool. So now summoners have even more utility. So when you drop a slipstream on an enemy team in the middle of, like they're fighting on the point or you're pushing a point, now your teammates are going to have increased movement speed around that donut. That's cool. That's good. That's a good buff. White mages. Wow. Um, they got the most changes, it looks like. Let's see. Afflatus Misery. Potency has been increased from 10,000 to 12,000. Okay, so a potency buff on their Misery. Okay. A buff for white mages. Okay. Barrier strength has been increased from a heal potency of 6 to 8. Okay, their barrier got stronger, a buff. Miracle of Nature. Range has been reduced from 25 to 15 yalms. Ooh, that's a hit for sure. You can no longer long-range polymorph. Wow, this is actually a pretty big nerf. Miracle of Nature is one of their strongest abilities, especially being able to throw it from downtown. Now you can't throw it from downtown anymore. You got to kind of be like in danger range. AKA, you got to get into the fight. Make yourself a little vulnerable to cast Miracle of Nature. That's rough. Seraph Strike, potency, so that's the dash. 6 to 8. Cure 3, potency increased 12 to 16. Whoa, 16 AoE cure. That's pretty big. So most of these are buffs to White Mage. Most of them are buffs. This nerf does sting a little bit, but overall, White Mages, I think, just got better. More potent in battle overall. They were already pretty damn good, but this is definitely will allow them to stay at the top. I don't think this change necessarily, you know, moves their place or position at all. Because it still polymorphs you for 2 seconds and you still can't do anything while you're polymorphed. You can run, but you know, you can't do anything else. Overall, White Mage, I think, just got stronger. Scholar. Adlo increased to potency has been changed from 10 to 8. Bio increased to potency has been changed from 10 to 8. Nerfs? For a Scholar? That's weird. What? Okay, a 2% potency nerf. Don't know why that needed to be a thing, but that doesn't really... It's not going to change their playstyle at all, so... That's fine, it's whatever. New PvP actions have been added. The Bowl reduces the damage taken by target or self. So Astro's just got a little more utility. But this is really... 10% is a little low. Like, I feel like if this was like 15%, I feel like maybe that would make a bigger effect. But it's still not bad. It's okay. Duration is 15 seconds. Then the arrow also reduces weapon skill cast times, as well as spell cast time and recast time for self or target and nearby party members. Oh, while also increasing movement speed. So, so you arrow, and you make people fast. So basically a utility card. Both of these utility, and you just need to think about who you're going to be dropping these on. That's cool. I don't play Astro, but this will be a nice mix-up. They remove the Ooh or Inspire. The effects of Heavy and Bind will now be applied more quickly. The grace period for executing combo actions has been increased from 10 to 15. So this is great for melee. And this is actually great for summoners as well, because I did have the summoner kick is a combo, and sometimes I do like to hold that. to look for targets that are getting low. So this is a great change, 10 to 15. And the effects of heavy and bind will now be applied more quickly. I wonder how much more quickly. This is definitely a latency thing. So we're just going to have to play and test that out. Series 1 will end Series 2, right? So the Series 1 ended with the patch coming out. So the Archfiend's attire is retired for now. And now we're going to get a dragon. Somewhere. One of these red dragons as a series reward. The window for accepting series Momstone rewards has been adjusted. Okay, Crystalline conflict changes. Time remaining until KO'd party members are revived will now appear on the party list. So this is nice. This is definitely great because at times you are sitting there and you're waiting for your teammates to get back up, 1 or 2 teammates to do another push, and they're dead, but you don't know exactly how long it's going to take for them to come back. This is a great change. Players can now view the adventurer plates of the opposing team by selecting opponents from the party list and using the view adventure. Okay. View enemies' plates if you want. You can now say limit break ready or moving the crystal now in party chat. Everyone group up. No one's gonna group up. I'm sorry, no one's gonna group up. This one's pretty cool. Executing a limit break. You can be running back from your death, letting everyone know you're going to LB as soon as you get there. It's cool. The following adjustments have been made to the rating system. Players who lose a match at Diamond 5 with 0 stars will now be demoted to Platinum with 2 stars. Players who lose a match with no crystal credit will be demoted to Diamond 1 with 2 stars. Okay, so this is only for the top ranks. So Crystal and Diamond, you're able to be demoted from those ranks. I think this is a good change. This will incentivize people to continue to do well, even in the higher ranks. This will also incentivize people to keep playing. And we need more people in CC. D-ranking does suck. Of course, right? But I think overall it is a healthy change for the game. We'll see how long that that thought process lasts once I demote myself from Diamond to Plat. The range of tiers used for ranking matchmaking has been adjusted. Okay, so they improved the matchmaking system. Okay. To prevent the manipulation of matchmaking, the matching system algorithm has been adjusted. Okay, improving matchmaking. A ranked match penalty has been installed whenever you leave the game or leave queue. So players will incur a penalty by withdrawing when a match has been found or in the middle of a match. So you get a penalty if you withdraw when the match has been found, and you get a penalty if you withdraw in the middle of the match. Players penalized will be unable to register for 30 minutes after their first penalty. You better not go to the bathroom if you're queuing for ranked PvP. Do not. Do not use the potty. If you miss that queue time, you're in a 30-minute jail. If you miss it again, that's a 90-minute jail. If you miss it a third time, you're done playing for the day. See, the penalty will be incurred starting from the time a player withdraws, so you better be ready for that queue. The penalty is only applicable to registration for ranked matches and will not affect the duty finder. Okay, so you can still do PvE stuff. You just can't do the ranked PvP. Unless you withdraw mid-match. If you withdraw mid-match, you get hit with it. If you withdraw when the match is found, you don't get the same penalty. Okay. That'll help, at least I hope, people dropping mid-game. I've had that happen a couple times. It's not very frequent, but when it does happen, it does suck. Season 2 will end and Season 3 will begin, of course. Top 100 will get vouchers. Unfortunately, I didn't end top 100. I think I ended with somewhere around 1,000 points, which is nowhere near enough. I think you need between 2 to 3K for top 100. This season was super fast, Season 2. Very fast season. Claim your rewards, Learn more about rewards. Following the addition of demotions and adjustments to the Matchmaking Season 3, all tiered players will now begin at Bronze with 0 stars. Okay. So, in Season 2, since I ended in Crystal, and Season 1, I started Season 2 at Diamond. But it looks like with the adjustment with the matchmaking system, everyone's going to start in Bronze. Okay? Beginning in Season 3, players will compete for rankings based on their highest achieved tier and Crystal Core credit score during the season, rather than the final standings. Okay, so now it's going to be your PB. So you're going to compete for rankings based on your PB instead of your current standing. I think that's a great change. It makes PBs feel a lot more impactful, which is wonderful. Players will now receive portraits, achievements, titles for all tiers, so you can use the bronze setting if you were diamond, and you're able to use the platinum setting if you're crystal, etc. Ranking system: lodestone for bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond tiers will now always be sorted by victories. Okay, rival wings is now available, so if you're into that, rival wings. A bunch of rival wings changes. I don't really do rival wings, so if you are interested in rival wings, hey, they're bringing it back. And that's it. And that's it for the PvP changes. Lots of good changes overall. I feel like they were really light on the balance changes. Hopefully they make some more impactful changes in the middle of the season. Waiting till Season 4 to see some balance changes for the jobs that need it the most is pretty disheartening. But I hope they get on that soon. But overall, very nice, especially to the matchmaking system. I'm glad to see that they are changing that up and making that hopefully a little more tolerable. It's rough up there. It's rough up there fighting dog eat dog, crystal against crystal, clawing for points. It's gonna be the same, but it'll be cushioned a little bit by the matchmaking changes. Just a little bit of cushion. But all right, guys. I think this video has gone on for long enough. These are the PvP changes for 6.2. PvP for Crystalline Conflict. So get out there, get those stars, get those ranks, and hopefully I'll see you all on the battlefield, yeah? Fight well, fight with honor, fight with pride. And I'll see you again soon. Bye, everyone.